Have you ever found song ideas you forgot you even wrote buried deep down in your voice memos? Well, here's one of mine from over 2.5 years ago.
Please accept this letter as official legal notice that the terms of our condition.
But now, with the deep ARA integration of Tonalic and Cubase, this
You'll receive.
can become this.
I've been talking to myself
So much that I might sound psychotic, so I'm writing you an unloved letter.
So let's check that out. Tonalic being integrated into Cubase means that I can create my ideas at what I like to call the speed of write, where my workflow keeps up with my ideas. After installing Tonalic, it now lives in the write zone of the project window, there in its own tab. So I just find some drums, like legendary rock session drummer Kenny Aronoff here, drag one in, and Cubase creates the track for me and does all the technical work behind the scenes while I'm already recreating the chord progression from my voice memo in Cubase's own chord track. And with that in place, I'm ready to audition bass Tonalics that are instantly adapting to my song while it's playing back. I'm ready for guitars, and a lot of them. I can browse additions to this bass Tonalic which are specifically curated to pair well with its tone and part, like this one. Double-clicking a Tonalic region opens up the bottom zone in Cubase and Tonalic's set page, where I could add variations like a build at the end of my verse, this higher octave version that I'll drag to its own track for a doubled part. And after the build-up in bar 15, I'll drag in one of Tonalic's stop endings to punctuate bar 16. But this is where Cubase's integration really starts to show its strengths. Now that I've made that musical decision, getting the rest of the production doing the same thing just means double-clicking the bass to add its own build, and a stop region for the same punctuation, and then the drums, which I'll put in the stop, a pickup to the chorus, and the crash cymbal variation of the main beat. I can even search for rock, guitar, and add the build tag to my search to find even more intensity options. My verse now ends like this. Tonalic ARA integration is not about convenience, it's about convergence, helping me brainstorm and try things out with the whole song's canvas available to me, not just an isolated plugin interface. There's probably no better example of that than with big chorus guitar stacks. I'm talking about guitar, rock, with power chords. The Tonalic icons help guide me to the type of big, powerful chug I'm looking for. I drag that in, but then I click Tonalic's Alternatives button, and I can go to town, dragging in additional complementary layers and extending them through my chorus. The further I go down the alternatives list, the more variation I can find, so that I can pair Tonalic layers like this with layers like this, and some big ringing chords like these. To arrive at this big sound. And to bring a little modern synth sparkle to the sound, I'll load up a Harlin 7 arpeggio synth where I can simply drag my chorus chords from Cubase's chord track down to Harlin's track to make its own part. For the vocals, I reached out to a talented vocalist, Trinity Wiseman, who lent her expertise with doubles, triples, and harmonies.
Writing you an unloved letter with broken hearts drawn on the side.
You put that all together, and thanks to Tonalic, Cubase's ARA integration, and Trinity, my little voice memo is all grown up into a real song.
Please accept this letter as official legal notice that the terms of our conditions have elapsed, so you should know this is the last communication you'll receive about this topic. I've been talking to myself so much that I might sound psychotic, so I'm writing you an unloved letter with broken hearts drawn on the side. All my friends think I deserve better, Lord, they know how I tried. Lord, they know how I tried.
If you want to dive deeper into Tonalic and Cubase's integration, Leo's got a great workflow video that will get you going yourself. And for inspiration, be sure to check out Ian Kirkpatrick's first look at Tonalic and Cubase 2. As for me, I'm starting to wonder if I've got a whole album worth of ideas that I could revisit with Tonalic. Better yet, how many do you have?